before you go, just one quick question. Nah, go for yourself. Oh, shit! Shots fired. Hey, they were... So we came out to the Holly Hill Police Department in Holly Hill, Florida. If you're not familiar, it borders Daytona Beach, world's most famous beach, or so they tell the tourists. The Holly Hill Police Department has made a lot of news recently. Pretty much the entire department has been shaken around and turned upside down. It resulted in the loss of the top two in command, who are being replaced, and actually being replaced by members of the Daytona Beach Police Department. And they've chosen a new chief from the Daytona Beach Police Department, which is part of the reason we're out here today. And they're wanting to bring in a new chief to clean things up. But that person may not have a clean closet himself. But that's not today. We'll get into that later. There are several things we're looking into with this department. Many things that are taking some deep digging. And you'll be hearing about these things very soon. But while we're out here, an opportunity presented itself, which is going to be the main point of this video. And I've got to tell you a quick story of a personal experience which led to what you're going to see in today's video. So myself and James Madison Audits are out here today. And as you know, we are both former police officers, now reformed. Myself, I was a bit of a black sheep because I'm not a bully and I respect people's rights. Anyway, there's a sergeant with this department who I happen to run into here tonight. And years ago, I worked with her. There are several stories I could tell, but I'm going to outline to you one specific incident. And to me, that incident perfectly summed up this cop. As I tell you the story, keep in mind, this cop had just been promoted to sergeant. And while this was several years ago, at any point, if you've become a police sergeant, it should be expected that you know at least the very basics of doing this job. So there was a night that I heard that she did a traffic stop. I heard that they pulled into a gas station. What she stopped the car for, I have no idea. A short time later, I heard her call on the radio. Adult male 1015, open container. So what that is, she's telling dispatch to log into the computer that she has made an arrest of an adult male for the charge of open container. Again, I wasn't there, I'm only hearing on the radio, but immediately I was puzzled. Puzzled because, unless intoxicated, the charge of open container for a driver or in a motor vehicle at all, passenger, whatever, is a non-moving traffic violation, a citation. It's not an arrestable offense. Even if they were intoxicated, that charge is not arrestable. You would have to be charged with DUI or something, and then a ticket for that too. Now, if a person was walking down the street with an open container, that would be different. You could charge them. But in a vehicle, no. In Florida, that's how it works. So in my mind, I'm thinking that maybe a person did walk up to the traffic stop, maybe drinking a beer, and she turned her focus from the traffic stop to arrest the guy walking up with a beer. I don't know. But I was intrigued enough to drive over there and try to figure it out. When I get there, I see that she has a male handcuffed in the back of her vehicle. She, being the sergeant, named Denise Marquez. Well, when I get there, she's actively searching the vehicle that she had pulled over. And I walk up and I say, hey, well, who did you arrest? What happened? She told me she arrested the driver. And again, she's currently searching his vehicle, and she just called for a tow truck to come tow the vehicle. So in my mind, clearly I'm missing something. Okay, you arrested the driver. Well, what did he do? And she's kind of annoyed that I'm questioning her, but she kind of barks at me. Open container. He had an open container. And she showed it to me. I said, is he drunk? She said, no. I said, so his only charge is open container? Even more annoyed now. Yes. I'm charging him with open container and he's going to jail. Even if it was arrestable, that's something pretty petty to drive somebody all the way to the jail for. That's some Daytona Beach PD nonsense right there. But I was like, oh, crap. Hey, Marquez, that's not an arrestable offense. It's just a ticket, a non-moving traffic violation. It was always my opinion that she's the type of person that will not accept being wrong, especially now that she's a sergeant. She's not going to be told what she's doing isn't correct. But I say, yeah, hey, like it or not, yeah, I'll show you the statute. Here, let me go get the book. I'll show you the statute. And she's pissed now. No, it's criminal. Hey, we're going back and forth. I'm like, I promise you it's not criminal. Will you at least just go look it up? Just accept the fact that you could be mistaken. It's slightly possible you could be mistaken, and just look it up. You're violating the hell out of this guy. It's a false arrest. This is an unlawful search of his vehicle, and you're going to tow it? You're creating a big problem if you don't go look it up. So this was a big back and forth, and her ego wouldn't let down. And I was super annoyed. I was embarrassed. While she was finishing up conducting her illegal search of his vehicle, I even told the guy, hey, she's not supposed to be doing this. I'm going to try to help you fix it, but you should definitely make a complaint. Even that guy knew what she was doing she couldn't do. He wasn't a cop, let alone a freaking sergeant. So this was an overnight shift, and she took the guy to jail, towed his stuff. I told the morning supervisor that came in, after, of course, I told other cops who couldn't believe it, but they also weren't surprised. So the oncoming sergeant, I asked him, I said, hey, this is what happened. He couldn't believe it either. He was like, holy crap, what is she thinking? So I told him he's got to let administration know as soon as they come in so they can try to clean this up, try to make this guy right. It was so bad that he dreaded having to be the one to tell administration. But he did. Exactly what happened, I'm not sure. I know that they got his car back for him. And the follow-up, did the guy make a complaint, file a lawsuit or whatever? I don't know. I was told that they made it right, whatever. And also they talked to Sergeant Denise Marquez there. Just a talking to. Far less than a citizen would get for doing those things. Think about it. That's technically kidnapping, right? Theft. Grand theft. But hey, blue line, right? So anyway, the next day, she saw me and she's like, I need to talk to you. So we went outside to talk, and she actually had the audacity to say to me, and she likes to talk down on people, and I'm not the one that's not going to happen. I don't care who you are. She literally said to me, the next time if you have an issue with me, you do not go up the chain of command. You come to me. I literally laughed. I was like, hold on, wait a second. First off, I came to you, literally begged you to stop making such a stupid mistake, and you just weren't having it. But are you also trying to tell me that if a person has a direct problem with you, if a cop has a direct problem with you, then you're saying they're not allowed to go up the chain of command to address that problem with you, and they have to go to you to ask your permission to see if they can go tell on you? Yes, she agreed. That's literally what she's saying. I laughed at her again as I walked away and said, no, that's not happening. Again, you're mistaken, which is no surprise. Not how it works. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Go up the chain of command if somebody has a problem with you. Come on. And this person had a reputation for things like this and an attitude like that, along with a very entitled attitude for a long, long time. And that she was entitled to things instead of like earning them. That was the opinion of many. But it was very shortly after that that I finally realized this is not for me. I'm not going to change things. I can do more good on this side than that side. I saw too much and hated being associated with it. But anyway, so I never really got the chance to bring that up with her. And of course, back then there was rules I would have to follow, right? And that was another thing. When I told her that she can't tell me that I can't talk to someone else about her, she said, now you're being insubordinate. She definitely didn't demonstrate to me to have the ability to be a cop, let alone a supervisor. And it's not just me, I assure you. That was the general consensus. Just most people are too lightweight to say it and make it known. But like I said, that was years ago. I don't have rules now. Or, we've got rules, but I'm not governed by a policy. Nothing saying I can't bring it up. And JMA and I happen to be out here. And we happen to run into her. So let's see if she remembers, shall we? So we know she'd been sitting here for quite a while, near this police car in the handicap spot. But as soon as she sees us, she puts it in drive. She's ready to go. Here, man. No loitering. I need see some IDs. See your people. We got some suspicious people loitering over here.
Hi, how are ya?
They're loitering.
I'll be around.
Let's go.
All right. What's
up,
remember,
man? Was it this gas station?
Which one?
Do you remember one of my longest memories? Remember, you did a traffic stop. There was a traffic stop you did one night, and a dude had an open container. Open container in the car, and you arrested the guy for it.
Can't remember, Matt.
You remember arresting the guy for it? And then I came up and I was like, oh shit, it was an open container.
I'm not quite. I don't remember.
Well, I remember when I'm trying to remember when that was. I think I remember roughly when it was, because you had the guy in the back of your car and you were searching his car and calling for a tow truck, and I was like, that's not a criminal.
I don't remember that.
That's not a criminal statute.
Remember?
Well, it was like it was a traffic citation. It was just traffic.
I honestly don't remember unless I don't remember.
Because I remember, for nothing, you got mad at me because I was like, oh, it's not criminal. But then I had to tell admin.
Yeah, I don't remember, Matt. I'm sorry.
They cleaned it up. But then the next day, remember, you got mad at me because you were like, hey, next time you have a problem with me, you have to talk to me. And I was like, I did talk to you.
Not at all. I I don't remember. I can't refresh. I don't remember.
But the open container.
Yeah.
It was open, but open container is not criminal.
No. I got to go out to the pub, but thank you.
But you wouldn't arrest somebody for open container.
Matt, I don't remember what you were calling.
Well, you arrested somebody and searched his car and took him to jail for having an open container.
I don't remember.
And I tried to tell you. I'm just trying to tell you. I want to make sure, because I was trying to tell you, hey, it's not criminal. It's not criminal. And you were getting pissed at me for saying it. And I was like, hey, I'll show you the statute.
If I don't remember, I can't recollect exactly what conversation we had. But thank you.
You have another call?
I appreciate it. All right, I gotta go.
I didn't hear the radio. Is there another call?
I think we are the call. She claims she has to go because they got another call. The other cops here confirmed there is no other call. She also drove to the other side of the parking lot and sat there for a few minutes.
Is there another call? I didn't hear it on my radio. I didn't hear it.
No, we were just moving our vehicles. So.
Yeah. Oh, she said she had to go to another call. I was just telling him, she took off. She's mad at me because I brought up a situation. She pulled a guy over one night, had an open container in his car. I was there, so I know.
He will resonate because this is the very same thing that happens for a non-moving, non-crim site. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So the guy I heard that she did a traffic stop, right? And a few minutes later, I heard her say that she had arrested somebody, 1015 open container. I said, 1015 open container on a traffic stop? What happened? I'm thinking maybe a guy walked up drinking a beer or something, So I showed up. I said, hey, Marquez, who'd you arrest? She's like, the driver's in the back of her car, handcuffed, as she's searching the car. She just become sergeant. And I was like, what did he do? She said he had an open container. I was like, open container? That's not criminal. It's a traffic citation. No, it's not. It's criminal. He's going to... I'm like, no, Marquez, I'm telling you, look, I'll show you the citation. I'll show you the statute. She was pissed at me. She didn't want to hear it. She got a wrecker coming to tow his car. I'm like, you're violating the hell out of this guy's rights. You can't do this. She was mad at me, yelling at me. I had to go. I left. I tried to do what I could do. I went to admin to tell them, hey, she made a mess, right? They had to clean it up. But then she got pissed at me because I went to admin. And she told me, essentially, if she screws something up, I'm not allowed to talk to admin. So watch out. I don't know if she ever said that to you guys. How about you're on her shift?
I'm the swing car. I'm the
Oh, you're the swing. You're on her shift. Yeah. She's rough, man. She's always been rough.
We have to be professional. That always.
Oh, no. I don't expect you guys to agree or say anything.
You see, we've been very respectful, you guys. I totally
respect
what you guys do and everything.
The same with me, too, yeah. No, I know. Anytime I have these conversations, I know nobody's going to be like, oh, yeah, she does it all the time. I know. I would imagine she still does, but... I let them know that at some point during the night, probably sometime soon, she most likely will call them to come meet with her somewhere, where I assume she will tell them they are not to speak with me. And I think she'd word it just like that too. You are not to speak to him, do you understand? Perhaps even with some sort of insubordination threat if she finds out they do. That's just a guess, I don't know. That's just judging by things that I personally have observed from her. And she placates like, oh, hey, it's so good to see you. She knows she doesn't mean that. She's not happy to see me, damn it. Especially since the last conversation, or one of the last, it could be the last conversation we ever had, was where she was trying to give those silly directives. Basically, if I do something wrong and you tell on me, I will write you up. You have to ask me if you can tell on me. So I personally don't believe it's sincere when she says, it's so good to see you. Anyway, I was just letting you know that's why she went away mad. That's because I brought that up. That's something I brought up before, and she tried to tell me before, I can't talk about it. Well, I sure as hell can talk about it now, so.
You're a bully.
I'm in some cases I am a bully. Watch out though, that one, smile at your face, and when you're not looking, she throw daggers at you. Careful. In my opinion, in my experience.
You're just mad like me.
Yeah, you're right. We're both we're disgruntled.
You remember these questions? Is it quiet tonight? It's been quiet?
Not anymore.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Hope you have a quiet night.
Yeah, I don't know.
Listen, we're gonna get going, guys.
Yeah, we're gonna get going too. Mosquitoes.
Hey, you guys are definitely free to go. Even though you moved, you're still fucked up.
Yeah, it's not our best.
I mean, it's A for effort. Next time I'm bringing crayons and coloring books, and I'm gonna see if you guys can keep it within the lines.
Sounds good.
Hey, let Marquez know. In all seriousness, let Marquez know. I'm sure she's gonna about me. I'm not angry. I wanted to bring that up to her a long time ago, but back in the day, she said I'm not allowed to talk about it, right? And, you know, she did some stupid shit, and I wasn't allowed to tell her when she did stupid shit. Now I can tell her that she did stupid shit. So I'm not angry. I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to have that discussion for a while, but she doesn't. She remembers. She didn't want to talk about it.
Before you guys go, just yeah, that was a little bit.
Don't get too nervous. He'll probably give you a warning.
That's how it came. All right, I'm getting all your 10 body cameras in.
Listen, guys, have a good night. Good talking.
All right, man, take it.
Good night.
Hey, before you go, just one quick question.
Nah, go for yourself.
Oh,
Oh shit! Shots fired.
fireworks.
Come on, let's pop it out.
Fireworks.
Have you ever played law enforcement tag before?
Never
Law enforcement tag?
God.
Actually, yeah. Did you see this right here, though, before you go? Did you
Oh, what
copy
is-
this thing right here?
What is that? God damn.
2 for looking.
Later. I was curious what you're talking about.
Nothing. You're all good, man. See you, man.
Have a good night, guys.